How's it hanging? I'm Ollotize, and today I'm going to show you how I built a lake and city in the shape of the Cities Skylines 2 logo. So without further ado, let's get on with it. So to start off with, I had to flatten out a lot of land, which I will not bore you with. Then, after all that, I started to build the shape of the logo, coming off each road at an angle of 120 degrees. Then on each side I made a road going inwards 50 units. This is going to be the thickness of our lake. Then I linked up all of these roads, remaking the shape of the logo. Now it's time to work out where the splits are in the logo and how thick I wanted them to be. That's the first split done. Here's the second. Here's the third, and here's the fourth. And now it's time to lower the ground for our lake. When it came around to the splits, I deleted them back and decided to put in bridges. Once all the ground was lowered and most of the trees were removed, it was time to fill up the lake. I did this by adding in a load of fresh water outlets on either side. It's now time to put in our overflow stream and to cover it up with a train track. If you want to learn to build lakes like this in more detail, then I'll put a link above to my video on how to build a lake. Once that was done, I ran the track along the river and then connected it to the outside connection. Up next, it's time to start setting out our road layout. I put a massive cross going through the centre of all of this and then stuck a roundabout in the middle to start off with. Then, 1/4 of this at a time, I started to put all the roads in. And this is what the first quarter ended up looking like. Next, I'm going to upgrade some of the roads and I'm going to add in some services. In between sorting out the road layout, I decided to add a path system going over this roundabout so that I didn't end up having to adjust my road layout later on. And now that our lake had started filling up a little bit, I decided to put in all the quays in around the edges of it. Now, back to our first quarter, I decided to start scattering a few parks around. If you are enjoying the video so far, make sure to give it a like and don't forget to subscribe. And this is what our first corner ended up looking like. This is going to be mostly residential and commercial. And this is what our second quarter looked like. This is mostly going to be industrial and office zoning. And this is what our third quarter looked like. This is mostly going to be residential and commercial again, maybe with some offices over to the left where it connects to the industrial quarter. And this is our fourth and final quarter. I think this will mostly be commercial, especially over towards the theme park on the left there. And the rest will probably be a mix of residential and a few offices. Once all the road layouts were done, I connected each quarter to the highway with a tunnel. And I also put a metro system in around all of this, with a loop going around the centre and then each quarter having their own loop. And now that all of that's done, it's time to zone and start watching everything build. And there we have it, all finished, and I couldn't be happier with it. I think it looks great, and I hope you like it too. I'm going to leave you with a few cinematic shots of the city now. Thank you very much for watching. If you did enjoy the video, give it a like and don't forget to subscribe. I'll catch you in the next one. See ya!